is. It appears there is a speed bump in the plans to fast-track an economic stimulus package, and the major sticking point is just how rapidly the stimulus would actually stimulate anything. Chief Washington correspondent Jim Engel explains.
House Republicans armed with a new report showing the Democratic stimulus plan could take as long as 10 years to work its way into the economy, asked for a meeting tomorrow with the new president.
President Obama asked for our input and asked for our ideas. And we've been working to develop those and want to share those with him.
What prompted Republicans to press the matter was a preliminary report from the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office saying money for such things as construction and repair of highways and schools will only drip into the economy instead of gushing as intended.
When it comes to slow-moving government spending programs, it's clear that doesn't create the jobs or preserve the jobs that need to happen.
The Democratic proposal sets aside $358 billion for new infrastructure projects, even though Speaker Nancy Pelosi says such spending should be timely, temporary, and targeted. The CBO analysis found that the current bill is none of those things. It found, for instance, that of the $358 billion in new spending, only $26 billion would be spent by the end of this fiscal year, and another $110 billion, meaning a third of the total, by the end of 2010. Another $103 billion in the third year, meaning even by the end of 2011, only two-thirds of the money would be creating jobs. The other third, $118 billion, wouldn't help the economy until after the next presidential election and for years beyond. Not the kind of urgency many were looking for. The House Appropriations Committee took up that debate today, where Republicans pointed to the CBO report as evidence the Democratic plan won't do what it's supposed to do. But Committee Chairman David Obey rejects the analysis.
I happen to think that CBO's estimate is off the wall, but we're trying to respond to it nonetheless.
But Chairman Obey says there is no time for hearings or additional discussion. Congress must act now.
We can debate the details of this until the cows come home, as they say in my district, but sooner or later we have to get about making decisions.
The whole dispute prompted Republican leaders to argue that it would be better to just give taxpayers more money back.
And so we see the choice between fast-acting tax relief and a Democrat plan outlined last week that involves slow and wasteful government spending.
Democratic Senator Kent Conrad told Fox that in light of the CBO report, we've got to go back and rethink this. In fact, the CBO and several economists predict the recession will be over before two-thirds of the stimulus money even takes effect. One reason, perhaps, as Fox has learned, the new president has agreed to meet with House Republicans about their stimulus ideas sometime next week. Brett?